Well, breaking news is on the Delhi excise policy case. The latest coming in is that the Supreme Court has turned down the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's plea for extension. Remember, he had sought a 7-day interim bail extension when Arvind Kejriwal had moved the Supreme Court. But interim bail extension plea has now been rejected, with the Supreme Court Registry saying that liberty has already been given to move the trial court. So very interesting development coming in with the Supreme Court first refusing an urgent hearing of Arvind Kejriwal's plea seeking a 7-day extension of interim bail, and now the Supreme Court turning down the plea for seeking an extension for 7 days on medical grounds. Ananya joins us for more on this. Ananya, indeed a big setback to Arvind Kejriwal, who had been hoping to have got that extension for 7 days.
Well, definitely, this was a big setback that is now coming in for the Delhi Chief Minister from the registry of the topmost court of the country, clearly refusing any kind of urgent listing of this particular petition. In fact, urgent mentioning of this particular petition as well, very clearly going on to say that, they had already been granted the liberty to approach the trial court by way of the previous order, in which Arvind Kejriwal was actually granted an interim bail until this 1st of June. And very clearly and categorically, the registry said that he has the option to move the trial court, and that should be his next legal move. And very clearly and categorically, Avantika, this would be something that would be on the minds of, in fact, his legal team, and they would now be, prepping up to move the trial court in this case. When they move is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. The earliest they can move is today, if at all they get the papers.
But tell me something, Ananya, didn't the vacation bench yesterday say that it is appropriate if the Chief Justice of India actually takes a call on whether at all he should, he needs an extension of 7 days or not?
Well, this is, in fact, the Chief Justice of India is always the master of the roster. He is the one who assigns cases, and he is the one who directs the registry as to how to deal with a particular case. And now the SC registry has mailed, in fact, to, the legal team of Arvind Kejriwal that, this request cannot be accepted, since the last order actually covers the liberty that has already been granted to them to approach the trial court in this particular case. And now, since, this has been rejected, the next move for the Arvind Kejriwal's legal team is to actually move the trial court. And as we are told by sources, they are, prepping up, they are making their way to move the trial court. When they do it is something that we'll have to wait and watch for.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Ananya.